morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter network protocol. Now first of all we have to discuss what is the role of the protocol. Protocol means a set of rules which is defined for that we can do the data communication. So it is a set of rules which is required for the data communication. Now what are the network protocol? As you can see, I have already told you, network protocol are the set of the rules and the regulation which tell you how to format, how to transmit, how to receive the data on computer network device. Now what are the device? As you know, like server, router to endpoints, and can communicate regardless of the differences in their infrastructure design or the standards. Now to successfully send or receive the information, network device must accept and follow the protocol. Now we have the list of the protocol. Here we will learn the types of the network protocol. The number one is here TCP/IP. This is the first protocol, transmission control protocol and internet protocol. It is the combination of two protocol basically. Now what is the role of here internet protocol? So it is the World Wide Web core communication and core communication system which enables every internet based device to communicate with every other such device together. बेसिकली जो आपका वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब नेटवर्क है वो आपका TCP/IP नेटवर्क फॉलो करता है. नाउ व्हाट इज़ द रोल ऑफ IP एड्रेस? इट इज़ अ न्यूमेरिकल एड्रेस ऑन द डिवाइस इन अ कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क दैट यूजेस द इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल फॉर द कम्युनिकेशन. IP address allow you to pinpoint a particular device from the billion of the device on internet. In every computer have an IP address. Your website is also have an IP address. It is basically a unique address जो basically identify करता है कि आप किस लैपटॉप या किस मशीन से आप वर्क कर रहे हो. तो there are two type of IP address, static and dynamic. Static means that are fixed, that cannot change. Dynamic, which can be changed. So here never change, but they may be changed as a result of network administration. Means administration can change the static IP address, but it is by default usually fixed address. Then dynamic, these IP address are temporarily assigned to a computer when they are connected to the internet each time. Two most used IP versions are IP4 and IPv6. IP4 is a 32-bit IP address and IPv6 is a 128-bit IP address. IP4 is a numeric address where binary bits are separated by dot, and in IPv6 we have alphanumeric address where bits are separated by the colon. We are not going in much detail, but we should understand the difference here. Then we will discuss about IP4. As you can see, these are the example of IP4 address where the address is separated by dot, and here are the classes A, B, C which tell you how many computer you can support. Like in class A you can support 60 million hosts. Host means computer. Support 65,000 hosts and 16,000 network. So it depends on your choice which is required for you. So this is IP4 class, and then address, and then how it is going to support it. So the 5 classes here, class A, B, C were designated to unicast single source to single destination computer. Address in class D is reserved for IP multicast application which allows you one-by-one communication, and class E is also reserved for experimental purpose. So here is one-by-one classification. Now how TCP/IP works basically. TCP/IP is a two-layered program. The higher layer TCP deassemble the message content into the small data packet that are then transmitted over the internet to be reassembled by the receiving computer TCP back into the message original form. तो TCP का basically काम क्या है? डेटा को ट्रांसमिट करना वन नेटवर्क टू अनदर नेटवर्क. एज यू कैन सी हमारे पास डिफरेंट लेयर्स होती है. लाइक एप्लीकेशन लेयर होती है, नेटवर्क लेयर होती है, ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर होती है, डेटा लिंक लेयर होती है, और सबसे नंबर 1 पे फिजिकल लेयर होती है. तो TCP का रोल क्या होता है? डेटा को पैकेट्स में ट्रांसफ़र करना. It doesn't need कि we will learn this, but we should know the details. This is the reason we are learning. Now the next topic is here, TCP/IP and higher level application. Many higher level apps that E-commerce business need to familiar with utilize or built-in TCP/IP, FTP, HTTP, Telnet. So here we are talking about the other protocol which help you for the network communication. Now what are the other protocols? FTP, file transfer protocol, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, Telnet is also there. Then SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. So let's discuss first FTP. FTP is a file transfer protocol, is the one of the standard internet protocol that basically used to transfer the data file. जो डेटा फाइल ट्रांसफ़र होती है, हम नॉर्मल ट्रांसफ़र की बात नहीं कर रहे जैसे आपने सपोज फाइल को अपलोड कर लिया देन आपने मेल सेंड कर दिया. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अदर थिंग. There are many websites which work for the FTP in which we have a client and a server, and we have a user ID and password. We will connect the website with user ID and password, then we can log into the server and we can easily get the data and we can easily send the file. That is called FTP. Sites always start with FTP. Generally you know all the websites start with HTTP. So now as you can see, it was developed in early 1970s by Abhay Bhushan, alumni IIT Kanpur, which was a student of MIT. FTP was initially created to allow the secure transfer of file between server and host computer over the ARPANET. ARPANET you know very well, Advanced Research Project Agency Network. So here it's written here, control program, or nowadays it is being used for uploading file on a server after we have non-anonymous FTP means user ID and password available for you so that you can download the data, and non-anonymous means where no password is required. So there are two mode in FTP. One is a password mode, another is a non-password mode. So FTP is available in two mode: text mode where user can give the command in text form, and GUI mode where user can type the command. As you can see the diagram here, FTP client then FTP server. We are sharing the command here. So FTP help you to transfer the file securely. So now these are the different software which help you like FileZilla, Wins, SCP. These are the platform where FTP is used. How to work with the FTP? Generally we are using FileZilla. Download FileZilla and install it. After then open the site from the file menu, click on new site, then type the credential available on any domain. Credential means user ID and password. Then after then you can see this kind of layout, and after then you can see here the folder, and right side you will see the directory of this. So this is the practical site of FTP. How can you see the demo also? This is the also location, user ID and password is given. So and location is there where you can do this. So demo can be possible, and these are also the another method. You can practice for a web client. Administration means for main administration, then user like a user you can try here. So everything is given here and you can try it. But practically it is not necessary, but you should aware what is the role of FTP. Now as you can see the next protocol, PPP. Point to point protocol. Now it is a open standard protocol that mostly used to provide the connection over point to point serial link. Actually we are talking about the telephone actually. So in case of telephone connection we are using like dial-up connection. In such case we have a serial connection. So serial connection is called point to point protocol. So there are two type of connection, asynchronous and synchronous. Asynchronous is called plain old, जो हमारे पहले dial up होते थे ना आपके like STD booth में भी होते थे. Now we have digital network, that is called synchronous, जो lease line से होता है. Then ट्रिपल पीपी कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू सब प्रोटोकॉल. LCP ये इसकी कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, जो भी हमने ऊपर किया इतना एनफ है. बट स्टिल इफ़ यू वांट टू सी, ट्रिपल पी कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू सब प्रोटोकॉल. LCP line control protocol, it set up and negotiate control option of the data link layer. After finishing setting up the link, then uses the NCP negotiate. ये basically negotiate करने के लिए होता है. बस ट्रिपल पी में हम यही पढ़ेंगे. It is basically used for the telephone network. Then we have the next protocol. The protocol name is here HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is used to transfer the data across the web. As you know, all the website you have seen www like yahoo.com, before the website it is mentioned there HTTP. So HTTP help you to exchange the information found on the web page. Whenever you are accessing any web page, you have to write HTTP. Okay, how it works? It is a connectionless text-based protocol. Client request through the request object, then web server give you the response. As you can see here, you are a user, you are requesting, and then response will given to you. So now after then we will discuss response. Means response always comes to server side to user side. The user always send the request to the server. Then we have the remote login. Next topic, a remote login facility permit a user who is using one computer to log into a remote computer or interact with a program on another computer. Command given to the remote location is processed by and result over the remote location. As you can see here, remote location का मतलब होता है like you are using your laptop and you are opening the server on your laptop. सर्वर की सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आप अपने लैपटॉप पे देख पाएंगे. हाउ इज़ इट पॉसिबल? लाइक आपकी जो वेबसाइट है उसको आप होस्ट करते हो, तो उसकी जो भी सेटिंग्स आपको मॉडिफाई करनी है वो सर्वर पे जाके होगी. तो सर्वर की सेटिंग्स आप अपने कंप्यूटर से मॉडिफाई कर सकते हो. उसके लिए आपको यूज़र आईडी और पासवर्ड की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. That is called remote. Then we are talking about the telnet. Telnet basically it is also a protocol which help you to access the remote site server. जो हम remote की बात कर रहे थे, remote site server के लिए भी हम telnet को use कर सकते हैं. Basically it is a software which help you to connect with the telnet servers. Once telnet connection is established, then automatically host information can be accessed on the client computer, and we can connect with the host, means server we can connect, and we can see the information. So telnet also help you to do the work with internet in Unix operating system. And now we are talking about the mobile protocols, mobile communication protocol, that is basically wireless. We are talking wireless communication. As you know, it is a type of data communication which help you to transmit the data wirelessly with the help of rays. So now we will talk about the mobile network. The first we are going to talk about different protocol. GSM, Global System for Mobile Communication. As you know, it was developed by the European Telecommunication Standard Institute for 2G cellular network for mobile phone. इनिशियली जो ये था ये सर्किट स्विचिंग पे बेस्ड था. सर्किट स्विचिंग का मतलब क्या होता है कि दोनों तरफ से कम्युनिकेशन का होना रिक्वायर्ड है. मतलब दोनों तरफ से लाइन कनेक्टेड होगी तो ही कम्युनिकेशन हो पाएगा. बाद में इसको पैकेट स्विचिंग के फॉर्म में किया गया. पैकेट स्विचिंग मीन्स आपका जो डेटा है वो पैकेट्स फॉर्म में जाएगा, स्टोर्ड एंड फॉरवर्ड कॉन्सेप्ट पे जाएगा. देन जीएसएम में भी आपकी स्पीड होती है 9 मेगाहर्ट्ज टू 18 मेगाहर्ट्ज. Then we are talking about GSM mobile use the SIM card. SIM card means subscriber identity module. This is the full form of SIM card. SIM card, you know very well, it is a tiny portable memory chip that store information about you or a cell user. It is a 17-digit code that designate your country code of origin and the system carrier and the unique user ID. That is your SIM card basically. Now how GSM work? GSM कैसे वर्क करता है? एक मोबाइल स्टेशन होता है. इट इज़ अ मोबाइल फोन विच कंसिस्ट विद अ ट्रांस रिसीवर, द डिस्प्ले एंड प्रोसेसर एंड द कंट्रोल्ड बाय योर सिम कार्ड ऑपरेटिंग ओवर द इंटरनेट. और एक बेस स्टेशन सब सिस्टम होता है जो आपकी मोबाइल स्टेशन को नेटवर्क सब सिस्टम से कनेक्ट करेगा. इस तरह से आपका कंप्लीट एक नेटवर्क लेआउट होता है जीएसएम के अंदर. एज यू कैन सी हेयर सिम है, देन एम है, देन उसके बाद बेस सिस्टम्स है, देन नेटवर्क सिस्टम है, और उसके बाद कंप्लीट जो उसको कोई कंट्रोल कर रहा है. तो इस कंसिस्ट बेसिकली ऑफ बेसिक रिसीवर स्टेशन जहाँ पे विच कंटेन रेडियो ट्रांससीवर जो रिसीव करते हैं सिग्नल को, फिर हैंडल करते हैं प्रोटोकॉल को, और उसके बाद बेस स्टेशन होता है जो हर चीज़ को कंट्रोल करता है, और फिर फाइनली मोबाइल के नेटवर्क सब सिस्टम से आप कनेक्टेड होते हैं. और नेटवर्क सिस्टम के बाद आपका फाइनली ISDN PSTN से आप कनेक्टेड होते हो. तो इन दिस वे मतलब आपकी एंट्री होती है, देन फाइनली वो नेटवर्क पे जाता है. तो दिस इज़ द वे वी आर डूइंग. नाउ GPRS, General Packet Radio Service. In GSM cell phone, there always be an idle radio capacity which is not being used, or it stay unused until other cell phone user decide to make phone calls. GPRS use the idle radio capacity to establish a data network to use the data transmission, and the speed is here 115 kbps. JPRS में क्या होता है बेसिकली? GPRS आपको लोकेशन के बारे में बताता है, एज यू नो वेरी वेल, लोकेशन के बारे में ट्रेस करता है। तो जैसे आपके सेल फोन से जो रेंज आ रही है वो वापस GPRS सिस्टम के थ्रू जाती है। तो GPRS विल टेल यू अबाउट द लोकेशन ऑल्सो। सो फॉर द ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल करने के लिए मोबाइल यूज़र्स के लिए भी हम इसका यूज़ कर सकते हैं। नाउ वी हैव WLL, वायरलेस इन लोकल लूप। इनिशियली जो आपका टेलीफोन नेटवर्क है वो कॉपर केबल से कनेक्टेड होता था। नाउ व्हाट आफ्टर देन वी हैव यूज द वायरलेस लोकल लूप सिस्टम। वायरलेस लोकल loop system generally uses the base transceiver which accept the signals and send it to the base station. As you can see the diagram here, this is the telephone, then local loop goes to PSTN, then BSC, then it forms a wireless local loop system here. As you can see, controller will decode, then according to this it will send to the base station और उसके बाद ये डेटा टेलीफोन एक्सचेंज को जाता है, फिर कस्टमर के पास ये बैक में आएगा सेम रूट फॉलो करते हुए. So however this was quite insufficient to cover the bigger ground. Probably it is create a problem, मतलब bigger ground के लिए fail हो जाता है. So now as you can see here, now we are going to discuss about the generation of the technology, first G, 2G, 3G, 4G and 5G. As you can see, in the first generation of mobile phone, the development age was 1980 to 1990. ऐसी आपकी सारी एजेस लिखी हुई है. डेटा रेट इज़ ऑल्सो डिफरेंट. टेक्नोलॉजी फर्स्ट टाइम जब फर्स्ट जी के फ़ोन आए थे तो एनालॉग थी, फिर डिजिटल हुई, देन ब्रॉडबैंड विड्थ के फॉर्म में हुई, फिर 4G आया, वाईमैक्स आया. सर्विसेज में भी फ़र्क है. SMS जो है वो सेकेंड जनरेशन में आया है. डायनामिक एक्सेस जो है वो फोर्थ जनरेशन से स्टार्ट हुआ है. ऑडियो वीडियो आपका थर्ड जनरेशन से स्टार्ट हुआ है. और मल्टीप्लेक्सिंग का मतलब होता है कि आपका जो डेटा का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है वो किस फॉर्मेट में होता है वो दिया हुआ है. देन वी हैव स्विचिंग टेक्निक. फर्स्ट जनरेशन में सर्किट होती थी, सेकंड जनरेशन में सर्किट और पैकेट आई, और उसके बाद पैकेट, और अब सारे पैकेट स्विचिंग पे काम करते हैं. कोर नेटवर्क कौन सा है? PSTN. आगे आपका लास्ट में आपका इंटरनेट है. सो हियर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट इज हियर, एज यू कैन सी we are going to discuss about mobile processor. Mobile processor to help you to process your data, as you know. So whenever we are talking about mobile processor are known as a chipset, which is a component and that control everything going on the smartphone basically. So अब processors में basically जो popular है आपके, that are given, these are the name of the processor. Just only we have to see the names, nothing else we have to see. After then we are going to start here email. Email is called electronic mail. It is a facility that allows the user to transmit the message across the network, and basically this is the email diagram. As you can see here, here is a sender email client. This SMTP protocol is help you to send the email. Then SMTP is going there. Then at the receiver side, SMTP is also there. Post office protocol is also there to store the data. Then now we are talking about SMTP here, which is given here, which further transmit the data to SMTP protocol, help you to transmit your mail from one server side to the backend to server to the user side. Now post office, which help the user to read the email client program. Now SMTP, what is SMTP? Most of the internet system use a SMTP. It is a method to transfer the file, to transfer your mail from one user to another. SMT is a push protocol. It is used to send a mail to email server. Basically हम email server पे mail send कर सकते हैं. It is usually one or more protocol, POP3 or IMAP, which help you to transmit your mail. Now we are talking about SMTP mode, end-to-end method, and stored and forward concept. Then we have POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3. It is a standard mail protocol which help to you receive the mail from remote servers to the local email. SMTP और POP3 में डिफरेंस मेनली यही होता है. SMTP डायरेक्टली डेटा ट्रांसमिट करता है, डायरेक्टली आपकी मेल फॉरवर्ड करता है. POP में क्या होता है? स्टोर्ड एंड फॉरवर्ड कॉन्सेप्ट होता है. मतलब ये एंट्री करेगा, उसके बाद मेल को ट्रांसफ़र करेगा, just like a post office. Then we have the next VoIP, which are the protocol for chat and video conferencing. Voice over internet protocol, which you know, like we are going to call on WhatsApp call. That is the example of VoIP. allows you to make the voice call to the broadband internet connection, and VoIP service convert our voice into the digital signal that travel over the internet. So basically it does with the help of VoIP, as you know. And now email protocol, as you know the advantage, less cost, accessibility है, flexibility भी होती है, voice quality अच्छी है. Disadvantage है, reliable internet connection is required, एंड इमरजेंसीज में हमें यूज़ करना होता है. पावर आउटेज प्रॉब्लम कैन बी कम इन दिस केस. Then we have the service provided by the VoIP. What are the service? Phone to phone, PC to phone, phone to PC. These are the such things. So here is no need to see the protocol. This much is enough. After then we are going to talk about wireless technology, Wi-Fi and WiMAX. What is the difference? Still we are only knowing about the Wi-Fi, not WiMAX. Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. WiMAX is called worldwide interoperability for microwave access. Obviously it is larger than Wi-Fi. So it is high speed in Wi-Fi, as you know, but it is used for the long range basically. It uses CSMA, C protocol, and it uses the MAC protocol. Exclusively it is unlicensed, and it is both licensed and unlicensed. And it, what is the data speed? 54, and it's for 40 Mbps. Now other is here, fixed bandwidth is here 20 megahertz. It's a 1.2 say 20 megahertz. And here it's for only for 30 meter to 100 meter, or outdoor is a 30 meter, but WiMAX can support up to 25 kilometer. Okay, coverage is 600 square feet. So we have discussed this chapter, network protocol. We have learned about TCP/IP protocol, SMT protocol, SMTP, FTP protocol. So we have no need to learn in detail. We have to go focus only the theoretical portion, the basic definition. Okay. Uh, Thank you. Have a great day. Hope you like the video, and